Good evening everybody, my name is Paul and welcome to Hope in Derbyshire. I'm about to do a wild camp between Hope and Edale. I'm going to test out a few pieces of equipment, a new 6 Moons tent, and I've been using a lightweight cook system for a while now by Stormin Norman and the Alpkit titanium 850 mug I think it is, and I'll show you a bit of a review of that. So hopefully we'll have a good evening and follow me along. Hope Cross. And we're going to head up there somewhere I think. Looks like wet feet time. Alright, how am I going to do this? Try and not to drop your phone, Paul. There we go. Found a path. Beautiful. Now heading up past Jagger's Clough. Right, we've reached our spot for tonight. It's quite flat. The view in the morning is not going to be too shabby either, look. This is the view. Not too bad at all. And I'm going to be pitching on this nice flat bit of ground around here once I've cleared away the you know what. So I'll start pitching the tent because it's starting to get a little bit dark now, so I'll just start and get that out. Here's the tent, folks. It's a 6 Moons Skyscape Scout. Weighs about 900 grams and it uses tent poles to support it, so very lightweight, very compact. I'll get it set up now and you can have a good look round. Alright, that's the tent up. More of a pain than I thought it was going to be. Let's have a look inside. I'll just show you where the tent looks. Quite a roomy tent. Don't know if you can see there, but there's the tent poles that hold it up. Quite happy with it so far. So there's no other ridge lines for it. I brought some with me, but I might peg them out just in case it gets a little bit windy. But yeah, that's the tent. The 6 Moons Skyscape Scout. Right folks, it's brew time. I don't know if you can see this. So I've got the Alpkit titanium mug. This is mega light. And all of my kit is inside this mug. So I'll take this out. Oh, falling off the chair. See what we've got. Measuring cup for my fuel. Side here we've got a little alcohol stove, a few little bits and bobs, and then we have the aluminium cone. You can see that. And how this works is these interleave into there. In fact, that fits on, slides into place like that. These interleave around the outside. This is called the Stormin Norman cone, and there's your cone. The only thing that I've added to it is a little bent paper clip, which I put on there like that. That holds it in place, and it makes it so that the cone fits quite tightly on the mug. So now, if you can probably see, I can pick the mug up and the cone at the same time, and I like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure out some alcohol. 15-20 millilitres should do the trick for how much I want to boil. This is all it takes. Pour that into the stove. Get my little lighter. Typical. Doesn't want to light. Probably the wind. There we go. We're lit now. I'm going to boil some water. Take that out. Enough to make some rice and a brew. Put that on top. Lid on top. And just leave it to it. I'm sorry about the bad audio for the next minute. It's starting to get dark. There's Hope over in the distance. There's somebody else on the hill over there. I don't know if you can see him. My pot's boiling, so I'm going to sort myself out some rice. I'm going to have a coffee. It's got really dark now. I don't know if you can see this. I've got my rice. It's in a freezer bag. It's just a packet rice. I put it in a freezer bag and then just add boiling water to it, and then put it in a reflected pot cosy and leave it for 15 minutes or so, and then the rice cooks in the cosy. So it saves quite a lot on fuel. And basically you don't have to stir it, you don't have to watch the pot, you just leave it to do its business. So I'm just putting the rice in the cosy now. I'll go and stand that over by the tent, and then I'll get myself my coffee going. Got my coffee now. I just used Nescafe 3-in-1 thing, so I haven't got to mess around with milk or anything like that. So again, just adding water to it. Give that a stir. That's the stove. I'm going to put the light on now so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, it's better. Oh, bit of a technical error there. There it is. The Stormin Stoves cone. And there we have the rice cooking in the bag. Right, it's time to see if my rice is done now. It's been about 20 minutes actually, so I've been busy. That's the cosy. Just made it out of that reflectic stuff that you get from B&Q. Rice is all cooked. Just going to eat it out of the bag so it saves washing up. I chopped up a pepperami in it as well, just to give it that, oh, it's red hot, burning me. So yeah, I used that Ainsley Harriet rice. It says it's quick cook, it only takes 5 minutes. And I found that you can cook it in the cosy with this particular rice. You can't do it with all the other stuff. some of the other rices, you actually need to boil it for about 10 minutes. So I'll give it a bash. Yeah, that's spot on. So I'm quite comfortable for the night. There's a few other people on. Some people over there towards Mamtor. There's a couple of people. Must be camping tonight. Not seen a soul on my travels though. So alright, I'll eat my rice and I'll get settled for the night. Right, I'm all fed, had a brew, settling down for the night now, so we'll see how it goes in this tent. It's not very windy, so I can't see it blowing away. See you in the morning.
Good morning. Just got up. It's about 6:15. Sun's starting to rise. I'm going to get a brew on. We're going to have a look outside. So here's the view from outside the tent. Oh, we've got a nice mist over Hope. But you can't see Hope. Get my ass out of bed now. Hello again. It's a fabulous morning. The tent held up pretty well. I was dry, warm. There's quite a bit of condensation on the inside layer though. But I'm very happy with it, to be honest. I'll just show you a pan around of the valley, and then I'm going to get my coffee on. Lovely sunrise. Got the mist down covering Hope. Look at the mist rolling over the valley there. Gorgeous. Right through to Edale. Not too shabby. Right, I'm going to get a brew on. Right, last night's review of the Stormin Norman cookset wasn't actually fantastic. I put that down to, well, it was getting dark really, so you couldn't see a great deal. So I'm going to go and show you now what's involved. I've got a Alpkit MyTi mug, 850 millilitres, which is here. It's very lightweight, really pleased with it. And this is the cone from Stormin Norman. I'll put the link, for he sells on eBay, I'll put the link in the description below. It also comes with this little stove, which I find enough to, if I put 15 millilitres of alcohol in it, it burns for about 13 to 15 minutes, something like that. Nice little stove. I've also got a simmer ring with it and a little device for taking off the simmer ring. But we'll get a drink going now. And I'll be back with you shortly. Alright, so get my alcohol in the stove, measure it out using one of these little cups. I only want 15 millilitres, something like that. In fact, it's even less than that for my coffee in the morning. So I'll put that in now. Light up. And we're going. Let's get some water on an LG.
not really bothered about burn times or anything like that, but this will only take a few minutes to, probably about 8 minutes to boil. Right, back with you shortly. Right, I just thought I'd show you a nice feature of the tent. You can roll the sides up and make the tent totally open, like this, look. Which, if you wanted a night under the stars, perfect. It's just like a bivvy tent, really. So, really like that. It was a bit too chilly for that last night, but when it's summer, I think that'll come in handy. Right, I think that's a bubble. Beautiful. Right, let's go and get my brew. There we go, brew made. Stormin Norman cookset. The whole thing weighs about 200 grams, so I recommend it. It cost me about 15 quid, something like that. Much cheaper than the Caldera cone, and the quality is excellent, and it all fits inside the mug. So there we have it. Right, that's me done then, all packed away. Usual, leave no trace. I'm going to head back down to Hope, down to the car. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.